Never get caught flat-footed again when you need to set up an emergency tank. What's going on YouTube? This is Paul, the Inventory King, and I got an awesome idea that I've done before to share with you guys. So we're gonna have this sponge filter here, okay? Average, small sponge filter. Have you ever been in a position where you needed to set up an emergency hospital tank, quarantine tank, because of a sick fish or possibly new fish, and you have no means to set that tank up because you have no seeded media? With the sponge filter, I'm going to show you exactly what to do so you're never in this position and it's not going to be an eyesore in your tank. So I'll have a link in the description below on where to pick these up. So take it apart, take the, this part of the sponge off, and you're going to be left with just the sponge. This is what you want. So you have your sponges. The next part is a canister filter. We have our canister filter tray and we have our sponge filter. I'm going to be using multiple in this example, but you can use just one. If you get a big sponge, this may not work, so you're going to want to stick with these smaller ones. So go ahead and put it inside your canister filter tray. Now, if you only want to do one, you could line the rest of this with polyfill. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and do multiple. So we got two pieces in here. Now we're going to go ahead and get this piece fitted in right here. And then this piece is going to need a little bit of tweaking because of the hole right here for the water to flow. Actually, that's for the UV light. So we got the tray full with these sponge filters. Now we know that these are going to catch the debris because they're a nice sponge, but we still need to fill these small areas with the polyfill. So now we're going to go ahead and use some polyfill. So with the polyfill, go ahead and just start, putting it in the areas where you're going to need it so that it will, again, it's not going to allow any large pieces of detritus or any food to come back into the aquarium. It's going to get caught. So we're going to add more now right here into the center of the sponge filter. And I don't need that much, but you get the gist of this. This is exactly what we're going to do to help, keep the rest of the stuff from going back into the tank. So once you go ahead and you have the rest of your areas filled, you are done. With the polyfill in the areas that anything could escape from the canister filter and these sponges, you're going to have a nice tray that's going to be able to filter out a lot of particles, and it's going to become seeded media. So again, by setting up these sponge filters inside a canister tray, you are going to, it's going to help filter your water, of course, and bacteria, beneficial bacteria is going to grow on the sponges. So now when you come across an emergency where you have to set up a tank ASAP, you open up your canister filter, you pull one of these seeded sponge filters out, fill the rest with polyfill so it keeps, filtering and nothing's going to come through. You have a seeded sponge filter on demand to set up a hospital tank, a quarantine tank, and it's not an eyesore because it's in the canister filter. I've done this before when I had a seeded sponge that I did not want to get rid of. I stuck it into one of my old canister filters and it worked perfectly. So I wanted to share this with you guys. Again, you can use 1, 2, 3, however many you want. You're going to want the smaller ones so they fit in your trays, but this is an awesome way to have filtration in your tank, but the benefit of having seeded media ready to go on demand is why I love this, and I wanted to share it with you guys. In the comment section down below, please leave a comment what you guys think. Like this video, please subscribe, and stay tanked.